Good evening and welcome to Paul Lane Field at Staples Stadium for tonight's FCS football matchup between the Norwalk Bears and your Staples Wreckers. The Wreckers enter tonight's game with a record of 5-1 and are currently ranked number 5 in Class LL. Tonight is our annual Peek Out game for breast cancer awareness. Peek Out is a long-standing tradition at Staples High School in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. During this week's game, Staples football players will wear a pink S on their helmets. Players will be wearing names of people touched by the disease on their individual decals. Now, let's welcome our visitors, the Norwalk Bears. The Bears are led by co-head coaches Sean Ireland and Pete Tucci. Now, let's welcome your Staples Wreckers. The Wreckers are led by fourth-year head coach Adam Behrens. Their 5 wins this season have come against Connor, Newington, Trumbull, Danbury, and most recently against Stanford. At this time, we ask that you stand and remove your caps for a moment of silence. Please join the Staples High School family in honoring the memory and legacy of Mike Sanzer, who tragically lost his life 2 weekends ago. Mr. Sanzer served Staples High School as a tech ed teacher for 18 years. He is remembered as a kind man who was deeply committed to his students. He gave many of our student athletes an outlet where they could use their creativity to produce tangible products, including but not limited to Wrecker Thor hammers, baseball bats, customized wooden pens, and football-shaped lamps. Many of these creations live in the Staples football locker room and the coach's office, where they are proudly on display. Mr. Sanzer's impact is truly immeasurable. A former student captured the essence of Mr. Sanzer's class perfectly when he said, "His class was the only class where I felt like I belonged. He opened up a world of possibilities and a desire to learn more. He taught the importance of attention to detail, design, and craftsmanship, which influenced me to pursue architecture as a career. As I write this, the lamp he helped me build is still on my desk. Its light will not go out." For the rest of the season, the Staples football team will wear an MS sticker on the back right of their helmet to honor Mr. Sanzer. Please join us in a moment of silence to remember Mr. Mike Sanzer. At this time, we ask that you remain standing and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to a great game. Let's wish student athletes from both schools good luck, and we encourage all spectators at tonight's game to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is expected at all times. This season, the FCF has instituted a no names, no numbers policy, encouraging fans to root for their own team and players and not against their opponents. Please keep this in mind throughout the game. Norwalk's captains are number 7, Sean Brown, number 9, Ryan Gilchrist, number 53, Brendan Gilchrist, and number 58, Theo Manti. And for your Wreckers, captains are number 1, Tyler Clark, number 6, James Hillhouse, number 5, Will Holloman, number 42, Zach Roseby, and number 7, Jack Will.
field now as they will be receiving. Back to receive for the Wreckers, we have Nathan Smith and James Hillhouse, Captain James Hillhouse, a great wide receiver for the Wreckers. They're looking to come out with a punch here. John, what do you want to see from the Wreckers on the first offensive possession?
Well, I think that's obvious. I want to see a touchdown on the first offensive possession. I want to see some passes, and I want to see some receptions for Tyler Clark.
Absolutely, John. What is he looking to do this game?
I mean, he's 3 receptions away from breaking the single-season receptions record in the 7th game of the season.
That is wild. Nick Armentano last year had 51. That was one short of the previous record, 52, as the teams get lined up now. And he has another record, doesn't he, John? As he's just 30 yards away from breaking the single-season receiving yards record. As Andrew Hernandez kicks off the ball, looks like it's going toward the center. James Hillhouse receives in the center of the field. Going down, breaks one tackle, goes for 5 more yards, breaks another, keeps going. Finally gets knocked down at the 36-yard line for the Wreckers. A good start for them. James Hillhouse taking it about 15 yards there. As the offense comes out onto the field, and for this roster, it's looking strong. At quarterback, Caleb Smith. His weapons at wide receiver are Tyler Clark, James Hillhouse, and Shane Sandrews. At tight end, we have Mikey Nealon, and on the line, Jackson Oliver, Tanner Trelupsa, Zach Zang, Dom Petrosinelli, and Aiden Parnes. As the offense gets set now, looks like it's going to be 2 wide receivers out to the left. Caleb Smith in shotgun with Fiala to his left. Fiala's the running back. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Fiala. He's going down the middle, bounces it out to the left side a little bit, getting stuffed at the line. Looks like he might only be able to pick up 1 there.
Oh, yeah, that was at least 1 at the most, I'd say.
Yeah, looks like now they're going to give him 2 yards on that.
Wow.
2nd down and 8 now. 11 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Staples receiving the call. Doubles right and left for Staples, your 2 weapons. Biggest weapons, Tyler Clark and James Hillhouse on the left side of Caleb. As he's in the shotgun, takes the snap. Play action as he keeps it actually. He's going down the right side. Finally brought down by number 14, Daniel Sarmiento of the Norwalk Bears. He's going to gain 4 on that play. Now only 3rd and 4 for the Wreckers. They haven't really faced this type of position, I'd say. Usually they're getting off to a hot start. Trips left for the Wreckers now. Caleb Smith in shotgun with Fiala to his left. It's going to be a 2 count. The first one does not get a jump from Norwalk. Once again, the Wreckers taking the play on what to do. They were hoping for a jump off sides there. As Smith now receives the ball, he's going to be dropping back, looking left, finds Nealon about 5 yards down the field. He evades the defender, going for more than his catch. That's about a 10-yard gain for the Wreckers and the first down. Good play by Mikey Nealon on the button hook there. Wreckers first down, now 10-18 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we see so far this game, run getting stuffed a little bit, but the pass right there worked pretty well for the first down.
And that's kind of their bread and butter. I mean, right now, Caleb Smith leads the entire state in passing yards. We'll get to that in just a moment. As trips out to the right for the Wreckers again. 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line of the Norwalk Bears. He keeps it, play action, tips up in the air as number 53 tips it up in the air. That's an interception for Norwalk to get things kicked off. That's Brennan Gilchrist, the defensive lineman, number 53. It looked like it was going to be a slant route to Tyler Clark as he gets it tipped up and keeps the ball there. Good play by the Norwalk Bears, and not the greatest start for the Wreckers.
No, I mean, it's kind of a Castor curse. You were in the middle saying, hey, he leads the state in passing yards, and then right after, it's a pick. So not looking good here.
Not great, but Brennan Gilchrist, the number 53, the senior captain for the Norwalk Bears, is most definitely their best player, and he's already shown it here tonight. As Norwalk receives the snap, number 7 shows looking out to the right. Sean Brown is the quarterback for Norwalk. He rolls out to the right on that play. Falls an incomplete pass, tipped up by Tristan Keith, the defensive end. They're still going now. 2nd and 10 for the Norwalk Bears. Already an interception for Caleb Smith there. As I was going to say, he leads the state right now with 1,836 passing yards. As we have two men out to the right. Brown receives the pass. It's a run there to Hernandez as he gets stuffed at the line. As I believe...
Looked like a loss.
Yeah, loss of 1 yard there. Now 3rd and 11 for the Norwalk Bears. Andrew Hernandez is the running back. He leads the team right now with 230 yards total on the season. 6.4 yards per carry, not too shabby, but 38.3 yards per game on a 70-yard rush was his longest of the year. As we have two wide receivers out to the right. Brown's in shotgun, ready to take the snap. Hernandez to his right. Takes the snap, drops back. Pressure up front as Jeremy Scott stuffed at the line once again. A little bit of a bubble pass brought down there by the Wreckers.
We were highlighting the offense a lot, but, this defense just showed you they can throw an interception, and this can still be a very good competing team. Michael Nealon has 2 Defensive FCAC Player of the Weeks, and he leads the team in tackles and TFLs, and they are staying on the feet.
They're bringing the punt unit on.
Kidding.
Tyler Clark is back to receive. Not a great 3-0 start from the Bears there, but that might be the offense we see for the rest of the game. We'll see as the punt unit is ready. 8:17 left in the first quarter as the punt is up. Not too far. Looks like it might be a poison call for the Wreckers as it hits out of bounds around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, offense coming back out. I think we're definitely going to want to see a little more out of them this drive. If you told me that there would be a pick on the first drive for Staples, I would have called you a liar. But here we are.
Yeah, seriously. So just to give you a highlight of this Wreckers offense, right now Staples has 2 top 11 receivers in the entire state. Right now Tyler Clark sitting at a state-leading 930 yards. And James Hillhouse, 11th in the state, sitting at 482 yards. Tyler Clark is actually leading from the next person by 156 yards. That's how good he's been this season. Trips to the left for the Wreckers here. Fiala and Smith in the backfield, shotgun. Smith takes the snap, drops back, looking left. It's going to be a bubble to Tyler Clark. Looks like it might have actually hit the ground there. A little bit of a shallow pass from Smith. That's going to be an incompletion. No, excuse me. Tyler received the pass but fell to his knees when doing so it's going to be a loss of 2 for the Wreckers. Not great.
But that does put him one step closer
to the, that's right, the receptions record. He's now 2 away. Trips right for the Wreckers. Caleb Smith in shotgun. He receives the snap, drops back. Another screen pass to Hillhouse. He's going up the middle now. Finds some room on the left side, flipping between 3 defenders. Guided by his blockers, Mikey Nealon and Jackson Oliver. That's a Wrecker first down. 22 yards on that play for Michael Nealon. He's had a game so far.
Yeah, that was a great play. Screen pass, got perfect blocks downfield, and he made it work.
That's right, James Hillhouse with the reception there. And a great job avoiding the pressure. Caleb Smith finds the open man. Trips right, he takes the suck and snap it again. Another screen to Tyler Clark this time. Bouncing on the outside. He's caught, though, by Norwalk. Number 42 for the Norwalk there. Savis Cadonis with the tackle in the backfield. Another 1 yard lost. So right now, Tyler Clark has 2 receptions for -3 yards. Not what we're usually seeing out of him. He's just now tied the record for receptions in a single season. Doubles left and right. Smith takes a snap, drop back, looking left for the slant route to Tyler Clark. A little bit overthrown, though. It was a 5-yard out. Does not get it to go. Now 3rd down for the Wreckers. 6:42 left to go in the first quarter. 0-0 right now. I would have expected a touchdown by now, John. I'm a little upset.
Yeah, me too. But you can see they're trying to get Tyler the ball here. 2 screens and then that little out route there would have broken the record.
Once again, trips left. Smith in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Drops back, looking right for Hillhouse. 2 defenders on him, but he makes the button hook catch in contention. Wreckers first down.
Yeah, 6:30 left in the quarter, and more passing. I don't think a single run on this drive, and they are definitely driving here.
Absolutely. They had a couple third down scares, but they keep getting it done. Wreckers once again keeping that hurry-up offense. Doubles right and left. Smith takes the snap, hands it off, keeps it to Fiala. Play action. Can't find a man. Sacked in the backfield. Almost scrambled there, but from behind him.
Looked like the ball popped out as he fell.
Yeah, I was going to say number 53, Brendan Gilchrist, who's already had an interception this game, gets the sack for Norwalk. A sack and an interception so far this game, not too shabby from him.
Staples looking for the call now.
2nd and 12 now for the Wreckers. As there we go, 5:41 left in the first quarter, 0-0. Doubles for the Wreckers. Smith takes the snap, drops back, rolling out to his left. Has a good amount of pressure, and finally
there it is.
Clark on an out route down the field. And now Tyler Clark is your Wreckers single season reception yards leader. Nobody has ever had more than him in a single season. 54 on this season through 7 games.
Wow.
About a 20-yard, 15-yard gain for the Wreckers there. First down. Now sitting on the 20-yard line, 5:24 left in the first quarter. The 2 count for Staples.
Looks like a false start.
Yes, it does. That's going to be on the Wreckers there. They go for the 2 count.
It's okay, you know. Breaks the receptions record. You can get a little excited. I'm okay with that.
There you go. They're now on the 29-yard line. 24-yard line. Going in. 5:16 left in the game here. Still 0-0. Smith in shotgun. Kneeling off the left tackle. Fiala in the backfield. Smith takes a snap. Immediately looks right, but he's going to keep it down the center. Finds some room. Breaking a couple tackles there. Great blocking by the offensive guards, Zhang and Petrosinelli, as he might get 8 yards on that play. Now 2nd and 8 for the Wreckers. Great job by them there. Good to see that. Once again, the Wreckers lining up in shotgun. Fiala to Smith's left. Smith takes the snap. He's going to keep it once again, go down the center. This time stuffed. Not going to find any room.
I mean, it worked once. Why not go back to it, right?
I guess so. It's a little bit, that was what looks to be an option there. He could either take it down the center or bounce it out on the outside. Saw the linebacker, so he's going to keep it down the center. That one didn't work so well. Still 3rd and 2 now for the Wreckers within the red zone here. 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Staples going to need a big play here, or they can settle for a field goal. But they usually do like to go for it, but we'll see what happens. Wreckers trips right. Smith in shotgun formation. Takes the snap, drops back, immediately looks left. Does not find an option, but he's going to keep this one. He's going to go all the way, almost just yards short of the first down. Finds some room after the pass blocks from his teammates. He's going to take that one for nearly 10 yards. I mean, beyond just being a fantastic passer, leading the state in passing yards, this guy is just as good on the rushing side of the ball. I mean, right now he has, 10 rushing touchdowns on the season and 420 yards. Smith in shotgun again. 2 wide receivers to his right. He's going to keep it. Blocks by his teammates. Does he get it to go? Very close. Stuffed towards the goal line.
Second goal now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to get it. But John, I mean, what a rusher he is.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this, he has 10 rushing touchdowns, like you said. 8.1 yards per carry and 70 yards per game, just rushing.
Absolutely. I mean, he's fantastic. Leads the team in rushing touchdowns as Smith in the shotgun again. Motion from Nealon from the left to the right tackle. Takes the snap now. He's going to keep it once again, and that is good for a Wreckers touchdown. That's going to put him up 6-0. Caleb Smith with his 11th rushing touchdown on the season. We were just talking about how good of a rusher this guy is, and there he goes. Proves it right for us.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell he wanted it there. Just, what was that? That drive had to have at least like 4 or 5 QB sneaks from him. I mean, he keeps the ball, and it's deadly.
Good to hear. And there we go. 2:48 left now in the first quarter. Wreckers take the lead 6-0 as McCall is ready to kick. PAT attempt is up and good. A good hold by Ollie Howard there as the Rikers are now up 7-0. Great start from them.
Yeah, I mean, they showed at the beginning offense threw an interception, but they rallied back. They got the stop on defense, 3rd and out for Norwalk, and then they came back and scored, and that's what you want to see.
Absolutely. I mean, going against the defender there, Brennan Gilchrist with the first interception on that second set of first downs. A good start for the Norwalk. They weren't able to build on it, go 3 and out, but he does that. Gilchrist is going to be a guy to watch out for. Number 53, the senior captain. He's already had a sack and an interception on this game. I mean, and he, throughout the season, has been this team's workhorse on the defensive side of the ball. Really good stuff from him. His brother as well, not too bad himself. 12 tackles for loss in the season with 6 sacks and 45 total tackles, 7.5 tackles per game. McCall setting up now for the kickoff. Wreckers ready to get going here on defense. McCall with the kick. It's going to be a bit of a squib going down the center. First recovered by number 48 there, Whoa. But he's going to not able. It's going to go right through his hands, pass to another defender. 48 ends up laying on the ball for the Wreckers. Ryan Matthew there on Norwalk. As the defense comes out, ball is spotted on the 25-yard line exactly.
Yeah, looking at just under 3 minutes left in this quarter, and Staples are hoping for another 3 and out here.
Absolutely. If they can get another touchdown on this board, they can more get things into the comfort range of what they're used to. I mean, in the first quarter of the Stanford game we saw last week, 21-0 in the first quarter, the most they've had all season. At the end of the first half of the Danbury game 2 games ago, 35-0. Doubles right and left as Brown takes the snap, looking right and deep for a Norwalk receiver. Too far out of bounds, though, as Jamar Alsena is not able to come down with the ball. He is a player you're going to want to look out for. Senior, 11 receptions on the season, 84 yards, and a touchdown for him. Only 16.8 yards per game, however.
Yeah, Leo Sequenzi on the coverage there. It looked like the wide receiver had a beat there for a second, but he got there in time.
Yeah, not the greatest throw by Brown. He kind of lobbed it up there. I feel like if he could have gotten more distance on that, it would have been better. Doubles once again. Brown in the shotgun as he's ready to take the snap. Hernandez motioning out to left. Could be a wheel route here. He looks left. He's going to keep it, though. Brown going up the middle. Finally stuffed after a couple yards. Tristan Keefe coming down with the tackle there. Makes it all the way to the 25-yard line. It's now 3rd and 5 for the Wreckers, for the Norwalk Bears there, lined up on the right hash. Bears looking for the play call from the sideline. And this Norwalk Bears team, they're taking on a bit of an unconventional coaching strategy. John, 2 head coaches for the Norwalk Bears. Not used to seeing that. Brown in the shotgun, Hernandez to his left. He takes the snap, gonna have a play action, looking left. Gets it to go to the Norwalk receiver there. Number 4, Andrew Hernandez, the running back, gets the pass there. That's going to be a Norwalk Bears first down.
It looked for a second there that Andrew Rossman might have had a pick, but still got completed.
Yeah, I mean, it went to both of their hands,
yeah.
I think, and just Hernandez was the one to come down with it. Wreckers ready to go here as Norwalk lines up once again in shotgun. Not a play action. Hernandez keeps it down the middle. Good for 3 yards as he gets stuffed toward the line of scrimmage. Maybe 2 yards there. As Zach Roseme comes up with the tackle there. Zach, the senior captain, as we mentioned. 38 total tackles on this team. That's the second most for the Wreckers behind Mikey Nealon.
Yeah, and minute and 12 seconds counting down here in the first quarter.
7-0. Wreckers are winning right now. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to WWPT 90.3 FM. I'm Devin Jarvis, joined here by John Inglace. Now Norwalk in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap, rolling out to his right. Looking for Alsena down the field. Pass goes to him, but it's dropped after a 20-yard attempt. Not going to be good for the Wreckers there as Holloman breaks it down with the pass breakup.
Yeah, good hit there as the ball's coming in, and can't make that catch with Will Holman hitting you.
Will Holloman, a fantastic player on this Wreckers squad, an interception on the season, had an acrobatic one at that in the Danbury game. And, going into this season, it was a quarterback competition that he was looking to do. But Coach Behrens, head coach of the Staples Wreckers, thought it'd be better to use him in other parts of the field.
And it's working.
Absolutely. There it is. The Wreckers, or the Norwalk Bears, go for the 2 count there. On 2, as he gets 2 Wreckers defenders to jump. Jared Golins and Tristan Keefe, it seems.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, just short of the first down now. About 3rd and maybe half a yard. 50 seconds now in the first quarter as we are closing things out here. Wreckers up 7-0. Brown in the shotgun, ready to go as he keeps it down the middle, but once it got held up in the backfield, but he avoids the tackles, finally brought down by number 42, Zach Roseby, for his second tackle of the game. That's a 4-yard gain and a first down for the Norwalk Bears.
Yeah, it looked like Staples had him there, but he got through and got the first down. It was a good call.
Yeah, absolutely. 64, Jared Golins of the Staples defense was able to hold him up in the backfield for a moment, wasn't able to get it done. As the Bears are once again in shotgun formation. Play action as Brown rolls out to his left, looking for Alsena down the field. He gets a reception on the out route. There it is. Almost a 15-yard gain for the Norwalk Bears. There's another first down for them. Alsena has been the star receiver. Antonio Rivera with the reception there. 15 yards up and out. Good play from them.
Yeah, Norwalk are certainly driving here a lot better than I thought they would be coming into this game.
Absolutely. 18 seconds now left in the first quarter. Time ticking before they get the timeout. They're seeing what Norwalk can do before this first quarter ends. Brown takes the snap, play action. He's going to look left down the field. An out route once again now to Andrew Hernandez, the running back. A 5-yard, 6-yard gain for the Norwalk Bears there.
Yeah, looking at 2nd and 4 here.
There's the end of the first quarter as you hear the buzzer. The Wreckers now switching sides. John, evaluating the Wreckers' performance right now, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the defense right now. I think Norwalk are working pretty well to get the ball downfield in the pass game. And that is something that the Wreckers have shown some success in stopping, but the Bears are kind of having their way here. They're driving down close, kind of getting towards the red zone there. And with only 70 points for this season and 1 win, I wasn't expecting this.
Not at all. A little bit of a substandard performance from the Wreckers defense so far. I'd like to see a little bit more. You've seen some players rise up from being juniors to seniors, specifically Michael Nealon, Zach Roseby, Jack Whittle, among others. Sam Petrosino, a junior now. Replacing the defense that we had last year is not easy. We had some stars on that team. To name a few, Brandon Saunders, Nick Pryor, Tanner Connors. We could go on. Benji Teitelbaum. We have so many great players there. We want to give a shout-out to our viewers out in Dallas, Texas. Jim and Kathy Philpott listening. Shout-out to those two listening from oh so far away as Brown takes the snap, play action as he goes to his left and tries to find Anderson Simon on the left side there. Not going to get the pass to go. 3rd down for the Bears now. Yeah, Jim and Kathy Philpott, they are actually the brother and sister-in-law of our own defensive coordinator, Coach Philpott. He's done a great job this season, only allowing 126 points so far. And great stuff we want to see. Great to hear we're getting viewers from even as far as Texas. Wreckers now on defense. Brown takes the snap. He's going to keep it up the middle. Stuffed by the Wreckers offensive line. Tackled by Mikey Nealon there. But it's only after a couple yards of gain. Not sure if the Bears are going to get the first down, though. They're getting a hold of Brown in the backfield, it seems. But it doesn't seem like they're able to finish the tackles.
3rd and short. It looked like Staples tried to get some pressure out there, read the run, and the refs gave him the first, I think.
Well, it looks like actually a flag on the play.
Oh, just kidding.
a face mask penalty against the Wreckers. That's going to be a huge
that's
push.
a first down.
Yeah, at least, right? Holding against the Wrecker, or face mask against the Wreckers, personal foul. Not what you want to see, as it is now in the red zone for the Bears. First down on the 14-yard line, 11:46 now to go in the half. Brown in the backfield. Brown in the shotgun formation with Hernandez to his right. They're ready to go now. Alcena on the bottom of your screen. It's a play action. Brown's going to keep to the right, cutting back on the inside. Dodges Tristan Keefe as he cuts it back. Gains more yards than he could have. Good play by Brown. Maybe 4 yards on that rush. He's been very efficient in the rushing game so far. Brown, probably their best offensive producer, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this, like I said earlier, I mean, this Bears offense is getting the ball moving, and they're comfortably in the red zone here now. Ball on the 10. Staples up 7-0.
Wreckers ready to go here. As we have 2 men in the backfield now. Brown takes the snap, rolling out to his right. Looks like he's going to throw it in. Complete pass. Guarded by Sam Petrosino there. Jeremiah Scott on the out route. A little bit of a shallow pass, short pass. Not going to be able to get to go. You know, Sam Petrosino has been an outstanding cornerback for the Wreckers so far this season. 3 interceptions so far, including 1 last game and 1 against Trumbull and 1 against St. Joseph. The one against St. Joseph, John, he is coming off of a hand injury. He had a marshmallow club on his hand. He looks like Jason Pierre-Paul out there. He was able to come out with a one-handed interception. I mean, one of the greatest performances and plays I've ever seen. Seriously, a freak athlete, and only a junior at that. Brown in the shotgun formation, Hernandez to his left as he's ready to take the snap. He takes it. He's going to roll out to his left, keeping it. Gets past a couple Wreckers defenders there. He's making it all the way into the end zone. Bears now put 6 on the board, a rushing touchdown for Sean Brown. Good blocking by Norwalk, but not great defense from the Staples Wreckers as there's a man down. Looks to be a Norwalk player. Can't tell who it is right now. It looks like it might be Sean Brown, the Norwalk cornerback. We never want to see those types of things happen. I mean, what's shown to be their best offensive player so far this game already down. And he's not looking too good as players, coaches surround him as well as trainers. Not what you want to see. This is not good news for the Norwalk Bears, and overall not good news. 7-6 now. Staples only up by 1 after the PAT attempt. It will most likely be tied. Sean Brown still down. Doesn't seem to be moving as his other teammates walk away. Not sure what's going to happen here. 10:51 left in the first quarter. As Sean is still down.
There was a collision as he came into the end zone for the touchdown. Just not looking great.
No, not at all. I mean, I think on this drive he's at over 30 yards rushing and just 4, maybe 5 attempts, and a crucial blow to the Bears offense. Coach Sean Ireland over there as the stretchers comes out from the EMT. Sean Brown still down on the field. Looks like he will not be coming back into this game. A serious injury for Sean Brown. Wreckers all taking a knee. This is not something you want to see, John. I mean, from the best of players, right? You want to see a good matchup on either side of the ball. And, you know, you never like to see things like this. I mean, no matter who it happens to.
Yeah.
I mean, and this looks like a scary injury,
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
He has not moved since he went down. Still down on the field. He tied it up there just to fill those in. Bounced it out to the left from when he was on the 14-yard line, I believe, or within. Bounced it out to the outside, broke a couple, slipped past a couple Staples defenders, and on his way down was hit hard and hit the ground. And he's been laying there since. Police officers, EMTs getting involved. Trainers. Staples' own Corey. Really unfortunate news. You're listening to WWPT 90.3 FM. My name is Devin Jarvis, joined here with John Inglace. This is a serious injury, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Brown on the ground. And he has not moved since then. EMTs surrounding him, trainers surrounding him. Not sure what it could be.
Yeah, you don't want to speculate in these situations. And just has trainers and EMTs surrounding him right now as he's down in the end zone.
He seems to be, the trainer seems to be right around his head area. So maybe his head or his chest area, maybe his arms. That's all the information we have at this point. Don't want to go any further into speculation. 10:51 left in the first half. Still down. Not good. Not good. EMTs still surrounding him. No signal yet on what could be happening. He's still down on the field. Stretcher is there. He has not been loaded up yet. We're always wishing for the best in these situations. Just to give you an idea, Sean Brown, maybe having the best game of his entire season so far, now goes out. A 40% completion percentage on the season, 46 passing yards per game, 230 total yards, and a touchdown for himself. I mean, he's already succeeded. Those stats, predict what you could predict from those stats. He's been playing a great game so far.
Yeah.
Really tough situation. Still no movement in the end zone. Because you're just wishing for the best. Coach Barron's watching the situation, hands on his face. As this is not good to see. And this is the thing with football, you see these from time to time, these terrible injuries. I mean, going back to September 29th, I know we were both watching the Dolphins game on live television, and when we saw that, and you immediately texted like, oh no, Tua. And that's exactly what happened. He went down, scary injury, and you hate it. You hate it because football can be so fun sometimes, but then you have to face the truth that this game can be dangerous. Looks like they've brought the cart over. They're gonna get him onto a stretcher here, it seems. All players still kneeling down as they load him up onto the stretcher, I believe. Still not sure what happened.
Just hoping for the best here.
Absolutely. I mean, just from telltale signs, it doesn't seem like he's going to be returning to this game. So you can only hope he returns sometime soon. I mean, you never want to, beyond it just being a terrible thing to happen, an injury. I mean, senior captain Sean Brown, it's his senior football season, and this is a lot of times what you remember for the rest of your life, how much fun you had with all your friends and being able to spend these experiences together. Still surrounded by EMTs and trainers, coaches alike. Still nothing yet. He's been down for several minutes now. 10:51 left in the first half as he just put up a score in the end zone, and on his way down he was pushed hard, fell down, and he has not gotten back up. A great drive from the Norwalk Bears from what we saw.
Yeah, I mean, we came into this game kind of knocking the Bears a little bit, saying that hey, maybe this isn't the best team here, but they came out and they had a very good drive that ended in a touchdown for the Bears, and this is not something you want to see.
Not at all. They're tending to him now as they are preparing to load him up into the stretcher. (7-6), the Wreckers lead right now. Norwalk Bears have not had their PAT attempts. Still tending to him on the outside there. Even from the Staples point of view, you don't want to see these things. I mean, you want it to be a fully fair game,
and with any injury, I mean, you put your allegiances down for a second and you just hope for the well-being of everybody. I mean, you never want to see anybody get hurt in any capacity. And it's like he's being loaded onto the stretcher now.
Claps from the audience, wishing the best for Sean Brown here, senior captain of the Norwalk Bears and quarterback. being raised, ready to be loaded up in the cart now. Terrible, terrible thing that just happened. He'll most likely be transported to the EMT as both teams are getting ready to go now. Norwalk going to have to look for a different outlet of offense production after what just happened. For the Wreckers, though, they're soon going to take the field on the offense, and they're trying to keep what they did in the last drive going. From what we've seen from them so far, I mean, it wasn't really the best, I'd say. A little bit spotty here and there, getting to some third down and longs at that. As now Sean Brown is being transported off the field in the four-wheeler. Wreckers being surrounded by Coach Behrens. You can only assume he's telling him more about what just happened. It's not exactly the details of the injury, but just don't take these moments for granted, because football, although a beautiful game, can sometimes be dangerous. Sean Brown now exits the field. We wish the best for him.
Absolutely.
The Wreckers now going out there to defend the PAT attempt. Here we go. Andrew Hernandez ready to kick. Not only their leading running back, but also their place kicker. As the snap is up and through the uprights, the ball goes as the Norwalk Bears tie it up at a score of 7. You're listening to WWPT 90.3 FM. I'm Devin Jarvis, joined here by John Inglace. 10:51 left to go in the second quarter and the first half, as the Wreckers look to take the field now and advance their lead to more than just to advance and gain a lead of 7 points at least. Hopefully. Tyler Clark and Caleb Smith lining up, ready to go on the sideline. I mean, we talk about that duo right there. Fantastic players. I mean, if you look at Caleb's stats, 1,800 or so yards on the total season, passing yards. Half of those are Tyler Clark. That's how good these two have been. And Tyler Clark leading the state by over 150 yards. Right now, 155 yards per game from him. The record, John, in a single season, 1,807 yards. It was held by a player back, I believe, in the early 2000s of Bristol Central, a man we will not name, as he did have some history in the NFL. He was a tight end for the Patriots and didn't go too well from there for him, if that gives you enough information. As Hernandez kicks the ball up, it'll be a high drooper there as Iannone takes the ball. He's going down the center, moving his way to the left, breaks a couple defenders there, still going, finally brought down on the Wreckers' own 36-yard line. Iannone with the good return there.
Yeah, Wreckers looks to take the field here. Last drive led to a touchdown score. They're looking to repeat that here again.
Absolutely, and among that, some great rushing attempts from Caleb Smith as he got a rushing touchdown. Every single time I've been on the sideline to see Caleb, every single time he comes in, I say, another day, another Smitty rushing touchdown. It's just what it is. He does it every single game. Leads the team in rushing touchdowns so far. As we have two wide receivers out to the left, James Hillhouse alone on the right. In the shotgun, Smith ready to take the snap. Motion from Hillhouse across the left. It is a jet sweep as Hillhouse takes it across the line, breaks one defender, finally brought down behind the line of scrimmage there. Number 6, Antonio Rivera, I believe, with the stop for the Norwalk Bears. A loss of 1 on the play.
10 minutes and change left in the first half here.
7-7. We have a score of right now. Staples looking to advance upon that. Trips right. Fiala's to the left of Smith while he's in the shotgun. Hillhouse alone to the left. Smith takes the snap, drops back, looking left, now right, back to the left. Smith throws to James Hillhouse on the left side of the field. The 12-yard button hook gets it to go. Smith there with a 13-yard reception, advancing it all the way to the 51-yard line the 49-yard line of the Norwalk Bears. A good play from them.
Great play there. I mean, first down. They're going to look to do that again here.
Trips right for the Wreckers. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Fiala. He's going down the A gap. Gets 7 yards on the play there after he gets brought down by, I believe, Brendan Gilchrist. A game that he's had so far. Quite a game, seriously. Fiala's been a good solid rusher for the Wreckers, averaging 4.7 yards per carry and a total of 272 yards on the season. Once again, Smith in shotgun, hands it off to Fiala. He's going to go down, gets the first down and more, down the center. Good run by him.
Starting to look more like the Staples offense out here.
Absolutely. Now on the 37-yard line of the Norwalk Bears, there have a 1st and 10. 8:47 left in the first half here. 7-7 is your score. As Preston Norris comes out, he is not one you see often in the backfield, but you know, he's had one reception on the season, Sean, for 51 yards. If that tells you anything about him.
Dog.
Absolutely, he's a dog. Smith in the shotgun, trips right, takes the snap, drops back, looking left for Shane Sandrews downfield. And a great pass. Oh, tipped out at the end. Leo Sequenzia, a fast player there. A 30-yard pass down the sideline, gets knocked out by number 42, Savas Radonas.
Yeah, I mean, a couple successful run plays from Alex Fiala, followed by Caleb Smith airing it out. I mean, it looked to almost conclude the drive there, but tipped out at the last second.
Smith, once again, trips right in the shotgun. Fiala to his right as he hands it off to Preston Norris. He's going for more. Very close to the first down. He picks up 7 on the play there. Norris, that is one of only few rushing attempts that he's had all season, and he makes it worth. Sequenzia coming back off the field as Hillhouse comes back in. Norris still in at running back. Smith with doubles left and right for him. He's in the shotgun. Norris to his right. Takes the snap, drops back, looking left, finds Clark on the out route to the left, about 6 yards to pick up the first down there. He gets out of bounds. 7:40 left now in the first half. The Wreckers still tied at 7. Now on the 25-yard line. Staples is driving. Haven't had, I believe, a third attempt so far. On the 24-yard line of the Norwalk Bears. Nearly the red zone. Smith takes a snap, looking right, drops back, going to get Nealon on the screen. He cuts back toward the middle, has some space, breaks a couple defenders, finally brought down what seems to be a 10-yard play. A good play from him. Maybe the 18-yard line there. A good reception by Michael Nealon. He has 2 receptions for 25 or so yards so far this game. The 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wreckers.
Yeah, in the red zone now.
7:07 left in the first half as Smith ready to take the snap. He does it rolling out to his right, looking for a man downfield. Find Hillhouse on the out route, a little bit overthrown though. A 14-yard attempt there. The Wreckers are on the 14-yard line. A 14-yard attempt there and very, very close as the Wreckers easily could have had a touchdown, a little bit overthrown by Smith there, an incomplete pass. Norris still in the backfield for the Wreckers. Fiala has not come back in. It's going to be 2 wide receivers out to the right now. Hillhouse and Clark. Nealon playing off the left tackle. Smith in the shotgun, ready to go. Smith takes the snap. Going to keep it down the middle. He finds some space on the left side, bouncing it out, breaks some defenders, and another Smith rushing touchdown. A 14-yard rush for Caleb Smith and his 13th rushing touchdown of the season. I mean, great blocking from the Rutgers there on the left side of the line. You've got Zachary Zhang, Michael Nealon, and Tanner Schlepsa, including Shane Sanders, who's the wideout. Good job from them opening up the holes. So, of course, Caleb Smith can sneak in there for his 13th of the season. I mean, he is getting close to having more rushing touchdowns than he is passing touchdowns. 14 on the season passing right now as McCall's ready to go. He has 14 passing touchdowns of the season and only now 12 rushing touchdowns so far, He's getting close. I mean, talk about a dual threat. I mean, you always, like I said, this guy is the #1 passing quarterback in the state, and he has more...
Almost more rushing touchdowns than passing.
On the season. We'll see. It's close. A false start from the Rutgers there on the PAT attempt as the Rutgers look to restart. McCall takes the snap to Ollie Howard. It is tipped, but it still goes through. A shallow kick. Rutgers now advancing to 14-7 on the game. Only 6:52 left in the second quarter here. Rutgers, a good, solid drive from them. What we like to see and what we're used to.
Yeah.
Great job from them.
See what this Rutgers defense can do now. Up 1 score with 6 minutes, just under 7 minutes left in the half.
The kicking unit comes out on the field for the Rutgers. McCall ready to kick off, and Norwalk's going to have to make a little bit of changes here to receive for Norwalk. Number 34, Chris Salgado, as well as number 28, Nazala Grant, the sophomore. McCall ready for the kickoff as he's been pretty solid this season. Only missed 1 PAT all season. As another squib kick down the middle going to Nazala. He takes it down the right side, coming back toward the center and running right into his teammate, Anthony Montiero there. Falls down. He's going to get stopped at the 20-yard line. The Rutgers now on defense. And for the Norwalk Bears here, let's see what changes. Seems to be, can't tell quite yet. Norwalk takes the snap, going down the center, left side, hands it off to Hernandez. It's a 2-yard play there, but the ball comes out toward the end. No, it does not. It just stays down. A flag on the play now. It's going to be against the Rutgers. Let's see what happens there.
First down and 10 here for the Bears. 6.5 minutes left in the half. Number 25 in at quarterback. Takes the snap. Deep throw down the right side. Oh, picked off!
Picked off by
Will Holman.
Oh my God, a great play there. Mason is the quarterback for the Bears there. In his first pass attempt, he does not get it to go.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it earlier, an interception for Will Holman before today, and that is a second one on the season for him. Dangerous as a defensive back for this Rutgers team.
Great play from him. The Rutgers will now take over on the 39-yard line. Excuse me, it looks like there was a penalty after the play there. Against Norwalk, it's going to be advancing more toward them. In unfortunate series, way underthrown. Will Holman with an easy interception there. Not a great job by the receiver, though, to come back and try and contest that, though. The Wreckers taking over on the Norwalk 46-yard line. 2 wide receivers out to the right as Smith is in shotgun. He takes the snap, hands it off to Norris going down the center. He breaks a couple defenders there, brought down after 4 yards, keeping it in the center. Good play by Norris. I mean, it's interesting. Fiala's gotten taken out. We haven't seen him come back in as a substitution of Michael Nealon comes out. Sam Petrosino comes in, a fantastic receiver for the Wreckers last year, now in as we have 4 wideouts out there. Trips right for the Wreckers. Smith in the shotgun. Smith takes the snap, looking right, pressure. He's going to give it to Norris on the screen pass. He's going to get 5 or more, the first down, or more blockers on the left side as he goes down almost all the way. He's going to get stopped at the 13-yard line. A great job by Norris there, using his agility to evade some defenders, blocks from his teammates. A great play there, a gain of what seems to be almost 30 yards there. But seems to be a possible flag on the play as the team is coming back.
Looks like a flag in the backfield.
It's going to be against the Wreckers.
Oh, I was about to say, you mentioned it earlier, that Norris was dangerous in the receiving game from the backfield. And he was just then, but the call brings it back.
So, I mean, he would have had 2 receptions for maybe 80 yards, but now it's brought back. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Wreckers. Two wide receivers out to the right for them. As Smith takes the snap, drops back, looking left now toward Hillhouse on the button hook. He gets it to go. 14-yard pass for the Wreckers. 12-yard pass, Good play by them, a first down. I mean, I think they've had that play 3 times, and it's worked every single time.
If he's going to be open, throw it to him, and he's open.
Wreckers now. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Norris. He's going down the center once again. Blocks by his teammates. Good for 7 yards there. Good play by Norris. I mean, he's been pretty solid back for the Wreckers so far as he stays in the game. Petrosino coming off the field. Nealon back in. The tight end is back.
Yeah, I mean, Fiala left and Norris has been in, but he's been getting good production.
Absolutely.
As this running back is.
Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Norris once again. Another good play, evading the defenders, finally brought down by number 9, Ryan Gilchrist, the leading defender for the Wreckers. As Norris now comes out, Fiala back into the game. Great production from Norris so far, I believe. Maybe 30 carries for 30 yards, about. 4 carries for 30 yards, As the clock is running, 4:33 left in this first half. Now on the Norwalk 19-yard line. Smith takes a snap, rolling out to his right. Looks for Sandrews down on the right side of the field. A 14-yard pass play. Sandrews gets it to go for his out route. A touchdown for St. Sandrews, the sophomore. His first of the season.
Yeah, he had a defender to beat after the reception, and he made the defender look like he wasn't even there. Great juke move. Gets into the end zone, and staples up 2 scores now.
Great play by Sandrews Smith for his first passing touchdown of the game. That's his 15th of the season. As the PAT attempt gets underway, the sideline so hyped for Shane as he gets his first touchdown. PAT attempt up and good to go. As the Wreckers advance their lead to 21 points now, leading by 14 with 4:20 left to go in this first half. A really solid second half from the Wreckers. 2 touchdowns so far and 2 productive drives at that.
Absolutely. Let's see what we can see out of this Bears offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Mason Rena, the interim quarterback per se for the Norwalk Bears offense. Not a good showing in the first half. He's had 2 plays, a handoff that went for maybe 3 or 4 yards, and the other one, a way underthrown interception. For those who don't know, Rena's in the game because of a quarterback. Sean Brown went down after he scored a rushing touchdown for the Norwalk Bears. He was sent to the stretcher and to the emergency room. We're hoping the best results from him. McCall ready with the kicking team to get things going here. Elected to receive, we have Nazala Grant as well as Chris Salgado. The kick is up. Another squib kick going to be received by Grant. He's taking it up the middle. This time gets more yards, evades a couple defenders, finally brought down by Mikey Nealon, I believe. And there might be a man down for Staples. Nope, he's brought back up. That was Nealon with the tackle on the special teams, and he is a demon no matter what you put him on. Defense, offense, special teams.
He gets it done.
Absolutely. Rutgers now on defense again. I mean, the reason they don't put Norris in that much is because he's the strong safety for the Rutgers, and he's so good at that. Having 2 interceptions so far this season as Rena takes the snap, hands it off to Hernandez as he goes down the middle. Finally stuffed by a number of Rutgers defenders there. Among others, it was Andrew Rossman, including Rohan Narang.
Yeah, I mean, I think going forward, this might be what we see from the Bears offense. A lot of running, a lot of short passes. It's not easy to run an offense with a backup quarterback.
Absolutely. Bears now 2nd and 5 from their own 37-yard line. Ready to get going. Rena in the shotgun. He has 2 wide receivers out to his left. Takes the snap, handoff, play action to Hernandez. He's looking downfield, pressure by the Wreckers. Incomplete pass, almost nearly an interception by Michael Nealon there. Good pressure by Toby Obenwane, who rushed the backfield there, got his hands up in his face, and nearly came down with an interception, Michael Nealon did, but it's going to be 3rd and 5 now for the Bears.
3.5 minutes left in the second quarter and in the half. Staples up 21-7.
Solid first half performance there. I'm sure they're looking to add to that total after the slow first quarter start. Norwalk now. Rena ready to take the snap. A 2 count for the Wreckers, and they get a 2 count for the Bears, and they get him again. This time, it was Rohan Narang and Toby Omenwane, among others, who jumped at least 3 or 4 Wreckers, I think it was. That's the second time that's happened. They're getting a little bit too antsy here, and I think it is now 3rd and inches, just short of what would be a first down. Looks like they're going to call it a first down now, actually, as they'll take it over on the 47-yard line. 42-yard line, excuse me. Wreckers, solid defense in the game. 42 Bears on their own 42-yard line. 2 wide receivers out to the left. Alsena alone on the right side, as well as Jeremy Scott as Rena takes the snap, but there seems to be another flag on the play.
Looked like maybe a false start.
Yeah, that was quick. A false start on the Bears there. It's going to be 1st and 15 on the 37-yard line. They kind of jumped into that. I wasn't expecting it. Norwalk once again ready to get going. Here to receive the play call. They have trips left now. Ben Bakley, among others, with Jeremy Scott on the left side as Rena takes the snap, dropping back. Pressure from Dom Petrosinelli. They get a screen pass to Hernandez. Hernandez catches it maybe at the line of scrimmage and pushes it for 5 yards. That's a good first down attempt for the Bears there. It's now 2nd and 8 yards from their own 44-yard line.
Really good pressure there from Dom Petrosinelli. Could have been a sack, but Mason Rena got the ball out quick.
I mean, he's doing a good job of getting it out, avoiding the sacks.
Yeah.
As Rena's in the shotgun again. takes the snap, rolling out to his right, looking for a man downfield, throws it straight to Michael Nealon. I mean, he was looking for Alsena downfield there, doesn't find him, going for the bullet pass, threw it straight at Michael Nealon, but Nealon a little bit off to the side, not able to come down with the interception. Third and 8 for the record for the Bears now. 2:40 left in this second quarter, excuse me. There was a flag on the play against the Norwalk Bears. It looks like it was holding. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. 15 yards maybe, actually. Second and 22 for the, in 22, yeah, for the Wreckers now.
For the
For the Bears, excuse me. Trips left formation for the Bears. Anderson, Simon, Jeremiah Scott. Ready to go. Reina takes the snap, dropping back, looking left. Throws the pass to a contentious pass.
Oh my God!
Goes to Anderson Simon as the ball gets thrown. Tipped up as he left the ground as Holloman gets another interception. The ball tipped off Simon's hands, and Holloman right up there with him as the ball drops down. Interception for the Wreckers, and Holloman's second of the game. As the Wreckers take over on their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
Just over 2 minutes left here in the first half, and they're going to be looking to capitalize off of this interception. First interception that he had in this game kind of was maybe more on the quarterback, but still a good play nonetheless. That was an incredible acrobatic play from Will Holman.
Absolutely. Diving for it as it was getting close to the ground. An underthrown ball, and he takes advantage of it once again. Trips right for the Wreckers now. Smith in the shotgun, ready to go. Smith takes the snap, dropping back, looking left for Hillhouse as he launches it long. That's Leo Sequenzia, actually. It gets it to go.
Oh my God.
Sequenzia still on the field as he breaks a tackle and a touchdown. Back-to-back plays of an interception from Will Holloman and a touchdown for the Staples Wreckers. Leo Sequenzia gets the 30-yard reception on the left side and gets it to go even more. 56 yards on that play for the Wreckers.
He caught it. I just thought he was going to get tackled, and I blinked, and I was like, this dude's still up.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he went maybe out of bounds there for a moment, stayed in bounds. The Wreckers securing the 6 as they are now up 27-7 with the PAT attempt to come. Wreckers now lined up. Ball kick is up and good. The Wreckers advance to 28-7 on the half now. That was a fast drive, you know.
Let's do it again.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I mean, these Bears are going to come back on the field here looking to avoid a turnover with Mason Rena at quarterback.
Absolutely. And I want to say the 3 times I've ever seen Leo Sequenzia have a pass attempt was twice this game and once in the Danbury game. In the Danbury game, he went for a 60 or so, 70 or so yard touchdown across the left sideline, screaming, and a great pass from Caleb Smith. The next one, can you guess it? He went for a go route on the left sideline, and it was an incomplete pass. And this last one, a go route on the left sideline. This time he's able to secure the good throw by Caleb Smith for the touchdown. Caleb now 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns this game so far. One to St. Andrews and St. Chandrew, and one to Leo Sequenzia as McCall gets ready to kick this off. Grant and Salgado ready to receive. A squib kick from the Wreckers there as it goes out of bounds. That will be a penalty on the Wreckers. It'll be placed on the 40-yard line.
2 minutes 13 left in this first half. Staples up 28-7. Norwalk Bears are going to look to try to get something done here on offense.
And we talk about the loss of Sean Brown, who was just devastating for the Norwalk. But I mean, they lost a player from last season too, isn't that right, Sean?
Yeah, they lost star player Cam Edwards, who had 166 rushing yards per game and 28 total touchdowns. Now at UConn, also 3 interceptions on the defensive side.
I mean, he was a threat on both sides of the ball, and an acrobat, seriously jumping over defenders, this, that, the main offensive attack for the Bears, and he was a huge loss for them, and you can definitely see it in their record. As Rena hands it off to Hernandez, he gets a spin move past the line of scrimmage, not be able to held up. His blockers push him all the way for a 7-yard gain. Now he has it on the 47-yard line. Excuse me, the 43-yard line. 2nd and 3 for the Bears here on the 42-yard line of their own. Rena in the shotgun formation, ready to take the snap. 2 backers in the backfield as he hands it off to Hernandez. Once again, bouncing on the outside, this time stuffed by a number of Rutgers defenders. Short of the first down.
Just barely.
Just very close, though. Rohan Narang and Zach Roseman, among others, to stop Hernandez there.
The spot is about a yard short of the first down here.
3rd and 1 for the Bears here. Gil Christ is the fullback that we see in the backfield as well, as he's now lined up on the tight end. Rena ready to take the snap.
I think we might be seeing a run here, Devin.
You can guess that. It's a pass, though. You jinxed it. A pass to Simon. 10 yards down the field. He had the in route. A shallow pass as he falls down making the catch, and that's a first down for the Norwalk Bears. John, what a terrible guess.
Wait, I think they ruled it.
No, it looks like
timeout for Norwalk.
Timeout for Norwalk. Complete pass for from Rena to Simon there. Yeah. Good play from him.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Norwalk kind of took a second to get going with the switch up at quarterback, but are looking stronger now that they've gotten some throws in, played a few plays, and are moving the ball on Staples right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw this in the drive right before Sean Brown left the game, and it's kind of what you're seeing now a little bit. I will say, what I've seen from Mason Rena so far does not bring me too much confidence. His strength throwing the ball is just not really there.
If their run game holds up, though, it looks like he's going to get by with a few completions here or there and a strong run game.
Yeah, absolutely. 53 seconds to go now in the second quarter, first half as a whole, and the Rutgers are looking to shut this one down and keeping their lead 21 points right now. Maybe even advancing it. We'll see how things go, as it is 1st and 10 for the Norwalk Bears. Rena lined up in the backfield. Takes the snap now. Rena rolling out to his right, looking for men downfield. An interception once again, throws it straight to the Staples defenders, keeping it in bounds. It's Sam Petrosino going along the left side. He still has it, coming back inside. Still has it going down the field. Finally brought down by the Norwalk offense.
Flag down on the play.
Could be a blocking play, but I believe the interception will stand. I mean, he has these passes where he launches it. I mean, what an arm, but he throws it just right to the defenders. We saw it earlier in a close call with Michael Nealon, and this time he threw it straight to Sam Petrosino.
Yeah, similar play as the Michael Nealon one. Petrosino gets it there and runs it back. Good amount of yards.
Absolutely. That's his 4th on the season through 7 games. Solid performances from this defense so far. 3 interceptions so far total in the game. Great job from them.
You mentioned, hey, Staples might want to score before this half ends. They just got the ball back.
That's right,
and
they
they're looking
did.
to do just that.
Absolutely. Let's see where the ball is spotted exactly. The penalty was on the 49-yard line of the Bears. Now it is back to the 46-yard line of the Wreckers. They're going to pick it up there. Trips right now. Smith in the shotgun. Norris to his left. 34 seconds now. They're going to have to make this quick. Smith takes a snap, drops back, looking right, gets Tyler Clark on the screen. Evades one defender going downfield, has 10 yards now. Tripped up then by number 42. Savas Kadonas. Wreckers get the 12-yard gain on the play. It's going to be a Wrecker first down. Timeout now for the Wreckers to keep this drive alive. 28 seconds left now.
You mentioned, hey, Staples are going to have to be quick here. You know who's quick, Devin? Tyler Clark with the big reception there for a first down.
Absolutely. I mean, you see what happens. No offense to Caleb here, but he might have 900 passing yards to Tyler specifically, but I think he has like 100 air passing yards because he throws these passes to Tyler, and Tyler just does the rest, using his agility to go everywhere on the field. I mean, he gets it everywhere he needs to be, and Tyler is just a freak athlete, mostly known for his work on the lacrosse field, notably scoring the overtime goal against Ridgefield in the semifinals of the state playoffs and helping as well in the state championship against Darien in their 13-3 win over them. Rutgers discussing with Coach Behrens on the strategy here, 28 seconds left. John, I think this is less wanting to close out the half now. They could take a knee if they wanted to. They want to get that running clock in the second half. They're getting ready to go here.
Oh, yeah.
For those who don't know, if a team is up 35 points in the second half, a running clock happens. So no matter if it's an out of bounds, first down, other than timeouts, I believe it is always a running clock. As Staples lines up now, a bunch of wide receivers to the right of Caleb as he's in the shotgun once again. Norris to the left. First down on the Bears' 41-yard line. He drops back, gets some tackles around him, but he evades it. He's going down on the left side, making it all the way to 15 yards down the field. He was pressured by some Norwalk defenders there, wrapped around, breaks the tackles, and he makes it all the way for another record first down, gets it out of bounds. 19 seconds now left in the first half. They have a little time left now, only on the 25-yard line, moving this ball fast.
Rutgers just got the ball back to where it was just about before the penalty negated the returned yards from Petrosino. Like you said, 19 seconds left here.
Smith ready to take the snap. They need to be fast, like I said. Dropping back, looking down the center for Tyler Clark. He gets it to go on a crossing route. Brought down on the 5-6 yard line. The Wreckers are going to need to call a timeout now. 11 seconds to go in the first half. A great route and a great pass from Tyler Clark and Caleb Smith, respectively. They're within 10 yards now.
.11 seconds left in the half. Staples trying to score here in the red zone on the Bears' 7-yard line.
Just 11 seconds left in this first half. They're close to possibly having a 28-point lead here, up 28-7 right now. Here we go, the Rutgers offense coming back out on the field. The ball was spotted on the Norwalk 6-yard line. They got 6 yards to go here, first and goal. Let's see what they can do. Can they get in the score before the time runs out in this first half? They're really not going to have to spare any plays. Trips right for the Rutgers now. Smith in shotgun. Norris in the backfield. He drops back, looking left for Hillhouse as Hillhouse with the out route, cuts back in and out, and Hillhouse with the touchdown. That's Smith's third passing touchdown of the game. Rutgers up 34-7.
Yeah, time not an issue for them here on this drive. Big touchdown.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
What are you more impressed by? So the Bills go up by a touchdown, or by 3 points at the end of the AFC divisional round, 13 seconds left in the clock, and the Chiefs are able to bring it into field goal range. Or, 36 seconds to score a touchdown for the Rutgers. What are you taking?
I'm taking Smitty and the Wreckers.
Absolutely, as the PAT attempt is up and good once again. The Wreckers now leading 35-7.
6 seconds left in the first half here. It's going to be probably either a kneel or one last shot at a play for the Bears.
Yeah, you've got to think that the Bears are going to try and just get something going, but we'll see. Great crowd from the Staples crew here. Ladies and gentlemen, Rutgers leading 35-7, and if you didn't know, you're listening to this call right now, but after the game, we have a fantastic post-game show for you. The Rutgers, we're going to have a couple players coming into the studio. Gavin Rothenberg, Elise Eisenberger, and Charlie Honig are your hosts for the cleanup crew. Happening after today's game, it's going to be a great live show. We have Andrew Rossman and Michael Nealon coming in for an interview. We have Caleb Smith and Tyler Clark coming in for an interview. And Coach Maddie of the Staples Wreckers coming in for an interview. Excited for that to happen. As here we go. The Wreckers looking to kick off. I mean, he's done 3 or 4 squib kicks so far this game. So, John, do you want to try and take a guess on what he's going to do here?
Maybe a field goal.
Yeah, let's see it through the uprights as another squib kick comes down the middle. And the Norwalk receiver just keeps it down there. And Norwalk now 6 seconds to try and make something happen here. 24 seconds, or on the 24-yard line.
Staples looking to end this first half without losing any more points here.
I think so. They were definitely not happy with that first half. Excuse me. Up 35-7. 6 seconds left. 1 play. Neal has looked first 35-7. A great first half from them. Let's see what they can do in the second half. John, what are you looking for?
Yeah, I mean, it looked a little bit better for this Norwalk Bears offense as time went on. And, they just need to kind of get adjusted to this new quarterback running that offense. But other than that, it looks like the Staples team, with the 28-point lead to conclude the first half, has the upper hand so far.
Absolutely. Wreckers going into this 35-7. Coach Barron's happy with the first half performance. We're going to meet you once this second half gets underway, maybe in about 10 to 15 minutes. I've been Devin Jarvis. You're listening to WWPT 90.3 FM. Great performance from the Wreckers so far. We'll send it back to Charlie Scott in the studio. start of this second half. Excited to get things going, John. Hope you are as well.
Absolutely.
Coach Barron's not satisfied in the locker room, speaking words of this isn't what we're capable of, or the maximum of what we're capable of. So he's going back in there looking to extend this lead and finish the job. As McCall's getting ready for the kickoff to receive for the Bears, Grant and Salgado. The kick is a squib once again. Grant is going to receive. He's going down the center now, going around some defenders. He breaks a couple, finally brought down by number 21, Preston Norris, on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, Bears looking to get it underway, like we said. I'm excited to see what they're going to do on offense here. Probably some halftime adjustments. They didn't come into the game expecting to start Mason Rena at quarterback, but here he is. So let's see what he can do.
A sophomore quarterback, not usually what you see.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears were so good last season, finishing 7-3, just short of the playoffs. And, yeah, not looking too great for them this season, as Rena is in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, hands it off to Hernandez. Hernandez going down the middle, immediately stuffed by some Rutgers defenders, and no gain on that play. Rossman, Davis Crandall, among others, to come down with that tackle. John, you're a fan of Davis Crandall, aren't you?
Sure, yeah. I'm a fan of this Rutgers team, and that's a good defensive stop for them. 2nd and 9.
As Rena takes the snap, 11-17 to go in the third quarter. Hands it off to Hernandez. He goes down the left side, brought down just a couple yards past the line of scrimmage. A multitude of defenders, including Andrew Rossman, Preston Norris, and Rohan Narang. 3rd and 4 now. 3rd and 3 now for the Bears on the 37-yard line. 10:52 to go in this third quarter. As they keep things underway, Rena once again in the shotgun. In the backfield, you have both Gilchrist and Hernandez. Rena going for the 2 count here. Rutgers are not going to jump this time. That's the first time they haven't jumped. Definitely got some talking about that in halftime, you'd think. This time, Norwalk snaps the ball. A bad snap going through the legs of Rena and recovered by number 64. Jared Golins. A great heads-up play by Golins, seeing the ball go right through Rena's legs, and a scoop from him to give the Wreckers the ball in great field position on the 29-yard line of the Bears. Wow, what a heads-up play, and Rena looked so lost. The ball goes through his legs, and it almost looked like he was looking around. He didn't know where it was.
Yeah, I mean, the big story here for this Bears offense is turnovers. They are not keeping the ball, and they're not protecting it. And that's going to lead to some scores from Staples, especially starting the Wreckers in this field position. Ball on the Bears' 28.
Some bad snaps from the Bears we've seen. Some sloppy ones, lobbed ones. Doubles right and left for the Wreckers now. Smith in the shotgun takes a snap. Drops back, looking right. Finds kneeling up the middle, but he's held, it seems.
Hit the ref. He ran into the referee.
That's too bad.
Looks like everyone's okay.
But yeah, 4 turnovers so far this game for Norwalk, not what you're going to want to see.
Yeah, Rutgers winning the turnover battle by 3. An early pick thrown by Caleb Smith, but has looked great since then.
Brendan Gilchrist with the pick in the sack earlier in the game hasn't been able to do much since. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Norris. He's going up the middle, stuffed toward the line. He might gain a couple on the play, though. That was Gilchrist with the tackle there.
Yeah, Fiala went out and hasn't come back in. It's been the Norris show since then, and he's looked great.
He absolutely has. And John, I walk into the locker room, I see Preston, and I give him a big smile, and we hug each other. He's like, I was going to give him some daps, but he said, come in and bring it in here for the hug.
I was wondering why you walked back in here smelling bad, but I guess that's why.
You know, John, it's all about love, all right? Smith takes a snap, drops back, looking right for some receivers.
Oh, my God.
Men gets by on the Stanford defense, and that's a sack on Caleb. That's Gilchrist's second of the game. Brendan, 2 sacks and an interception from him. It is now 4th down for the Wreckers 4th and 16 on the 35-yard line. They're going for it. They don't see any reason not to.
Why not?
I'm seeing a Hill House button hook, maybe. We'll see. Smith in the shotgun, trips left. Takes the snap, rolling out to his left, looking for a man downfield, not having anything yet. Stuffed toward the line of scrimmage, finally finding Leo St. Andrew on the left side of the field. His man lost him. He was wide open on the left side. You know, I didn't know whether or not Caleb got that ball off before the line of scrimmage, but it looks like he did for Shane's second of the game.
I actually thought he crossed it, but I didn't get a close look there. Refs didn't see it, so it doesn't matter.
It looks like...
maybe they saw it.
Yeah, they're definitely contemplating that right now. It was really, really, really close.
There's a flag on the field.
They're
around the line of scrimmage.
It looked like, a legal throw past the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a penalty on the Wreckers. It was so close. But, John and I, you and I saw that kind of pretty early. And it's not going to be the 35-yard lead that the Staples wants. Staples is going to, let's see whether or not they're going to bring out on the punt unit. It's going to be a talk with Coach Behrens and the team now, as the punt unit now comes out. Josh Marcus ready to get things going. John, Josh Marcus, fantastic player, was actually the starting goalie for the Staples lacrosse team, and is now taking over the role on some football plays, playing linebacker some, and most notably punter for the Wreckers here. But he is the second best goalie in his class for the class of 2025. It looks like the penalty will offset a possible chance of a punt and will just be a turnover on downs now. Wreckers lose the possession there, going 4 and out. And now Rena in the backfield with the Norwalk Bears to take over. Rena takes the snap, hands it off to Hernandez. He's getting rushed by Andrew Rossman. He comes down the middle with a blitz, and his tackle for loss sets the Bears back 4 yards. Rossman he is a fantastic pass rusher. Beyond just being a fantastic voice of that Staples defense, the Wreckers are so good surrounded by him and Michael Nealon. Those linebackers are phenomenal.
We mentioned Michael Nealon with 2 Defensive Player of the Weeks, but Andrew Rossman's got one of those himself.
Absolutely. He got one last game, actually, with 2 sacks and a forced fumble against Stanford. A fantastic play from him as the Wreckers continue to get underway. Maybe Holloman gets it this week with 2 interceptions. Rena drops back, rolling out to his right. And another tipped pass. Michael Nealon gets his hands up. The intended receiver was 5 yards past Michael Nealon. Anderson Simon, the pass was intended for him. But Nealon tips up the pass. Anderson Simon dives for it. Falls incomplete toward the end, though. It's going to be now 3rd and 15 for the Bears on the 33-yard line with just 8 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, not the start you want for the Bears here.
However, for the Wreckers, they're firing on all cylinders already. Staples now playing defense, dropping all the way back. Rena drops back 10 yards for the pass, and a pick by Davis Crandall. Excuse me. I believe may have been Davis Crandall there. We'll see, but what a play from the Staples Wreckers. An interception.
Yeah, we said it already here. It's the turnover game. And Staples are winning the football game, and they're really winning the turnover game.
Immediately blitzed by the defensive line of the Wreckers there. Reno drops back 10 yards and off his back through a pass for the Wreckers to intercept. Now Staples taking over on offense. Norris still in the backfield for the Wreckers. 4 interceptions so far this game for the Wreckers as Smith has doubles formation as he takes the snap, drops back, looking right, gets James Hillhouse on the out route, and there's another touchdown. What do you expect from the Wreckers there? A 10-yard pass to James Hillhouse as he takes it for more. The Wreckers now up 41-7.
That's the second time we've seen a pick lead to a touchdown the very next play for the Wreckers. big deal for them.
Absolutely. Now pushing that lead to 40-34. Great stuff from them. Wreckers on top. Now only 7:49 left in the third quarter.
PAT coming here.
McCall ready to kick. Gets the snap. It is up and good once again. Now the 35-point lead from the Wreckers, and it will be a running clock from here on out. 42-7, you're listening to WWPT 90.3 FM. My name is Devin Jarvis, joined here by John and Glace. John, a great game we've had so far with the slow start from the Wreckers in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the Wreckers did start off slow, but since then, it's been their game.
Absolutely. With 4 interceptions so far on the defensive side of things for the Wreckers, Rena coming into this game after Sean Brown getting hurt, he's thrown 3 of his own. And they've all been really, really sloppy, and not ones that you're saying, oh, that was just a good play by the defense. A lot of them, I mean, a great play by Will Hallman on one of them, but still a terrible thrown ball at the end of the day. This is not what you want to see from the Bears. I mean, their 1-5 record is really showing. A negative 117-point differential on the season. Make that, add that another 35 to that to make that a negative 152-point differential.
Great math skills there from Devin Jarvis.
John, did I mention I had a 36 in my math section on the ACT?
Hey, man, if you get that, you got to brag. I'm okay with it.
Okay, there you go. Now the Wreckers ready to go. McCall with the kickoff.
What do you know? It's a squib kick.
There we go again. Now to Grant on the right side. He's once again coming
Oh,
back to the center in a strip from number
Staples
50
recovers
once
that one.
again. Staples with the great play.
This offense just wants to stay on the field.
I don't think the defense wants to play is what it is, John.
Oh, my God. Staples' offense looks better. Their defense looks better. And now their special teams looks better.
John, on
How are you gonna stop
back-to-back
this team?
defense and special teams plays, Staples have been able to get, on back-to-back defensive plays, including special teams, Staples have been able to get turnovers once, or two, one the fumble and one an interception. Number 50 for the Wreckers. Great play from him. Smith now trips, doubles right and left as Smith is ready to take the snap. Norris in the backfield. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Armentano, actually. He comes down the field, gets 5 yards on that play.
Staples looking great so far. And the offense, like we said, is just staying on the field, and they're just going to keep racking up points here. Already winning by 35 points. More to come, I had to guess.
Davis Crandall with a game so far as Smith has doubles in the backfield. He takes a snap, gives it to Armentano once again for the 10-yard rush. Great shot from him. Davis on back-to-back plays in the game had an interception and a fumble recovery. Or a strip tackle there. Great plays from him.
Offense waiting for the play call here.
And there we go. Doubles once again. Formation. Hillhouse and Tyler Clark on the left side. Armentano in the backfield. Here comes Smith as the shotgun play ready. Running clock. 5:20 left in the third quarter as he hands it off to Armentano again. Gets past him though. Brought down in the backfield. Number 4, Andrew Hernandez, the running back of Norwalk, comes down with that tackle.
Yeah, I mean, Staples here, it's going to be run. You're winning by 35.
And the clock will never stop, no matter what happens. 4:54 now left in the third quarter as Staples is on the 15-yard line of the Norwalk Bears. Ready to take the snap. Smith in shotgun. Smith hands it off to Armentano. He goes around the left side, has some room, brought down after 4 or 5 yards or so. He's going to be stopped maybe on the 11-yard line. A 4-yard gain for him. Now 3rd and 9 for the Wreckers. on the 12-yard line. They're going to need this one here if they want to just add on top. Staples has not been able to break the 50-point threshold so far this season, but they might have 50 points before the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, that's not a bad guess. And
trips right for the Wreckers now. Smith in the backfield, ready to take the snap. Taking some time here, letting this clock run out as much as he can, because why not? And here he comes in shotgun formation. Smith drops back, looking to his right. Gets some players around him. He's going to have to take this one on his own. He's going all the way to the end zone for his third rushing touchdown of the game. A 13-yard rush from Smith. I mean, all of the defenders were in the backfield after Smith escaped, and all of the cornerbacks and safeties were on their guarded receivers. He had as much room as he wanted to run.
Yeah, I mean, he had some pressure on him looking to throw when he dropped back. Two guys, and I thought he was going to get sacked. No, that's not what Smitty does. He evades two defenders in the backfield and has a free lane to the end zone.
There we go. The Wreckers now up 48-7. A 41-point lead now, looking to make it 42 as McCall gets ready for the PAT attempt. It is up. Once again, through the uprights. That's 5 for 5. 7 for 7 for McCall on his PAT attempts as the Wreckers offense comes off the field, sitting comfortably on a 42-point lead. John, 42 is the most we've seen from the Wreckers so far this season. They've put up 42 points 3 times so far. Now totaling it to 49. Now, if we want to compare some things here, the New Canaan Rams beat this Norwalk team. They're the second best team in the state, according to the Game Time CT poll. They beat this team by 42 points, or 45 points, 45-0. John, if we see another touchdown for the Wreckers, does this mean that Staples are better than the New Canaan Rams? Is that just what that means?
Absolutely. Of course they are.
Exactly. There we go. As, once again, McCall ready. John, what do you think he's going to kick here?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's, I have, just like, maybe a guess. It's going to be a squib.
All right, let's see how it turns out. 1:45 left now. It's a squib kick. A muffed recovery, though. It's going to be jumping on top of it. Christian Kaczynski of the Norwalk Bears jumping on top of it there.
Yeah, I mean, it looked for a second like he might have bobbled it, but he held on to it there, and Bears are looking to take over on offense here, try to get something going, but it hasn't looked good. This Bears offense has just seen turnover after turnover after turnover, and, if I had to guess, might be another one coming in this game.
Wreckers now on the defense, and Norwalk ready to go. Rena in the shotgun formation, Hernandez to his right. Rena takes the snap, hands it off to Hernandez as he goes down the middle, and another tackle for loss of yards. That's Davis Crandall. And in the plays that he has so far this game, he's gotten in the second half. In the most recent 3 plays, he's been on the field. He's had 1, it was just the kickoff, so that doesn't really matter. But 1, he had just a tackle for loss there. 2, a stripped tackle, and 3, an interception. What a game from him. He's a sophomore for the Staples Wreckers, and Brady Dennett is getting warmed up as he might be coming in for the Wreckers. He's the backup sophomore quarterback right now.
Yeah, I mean, this Wreckers defense, if this holds up for them, can't see a big lead change happening in this game. And
looks like there was a penalty. Nope, that's just the end of the third quarter as the teams are going to switch sides. Great stuff from the team there. Staples now up 49-7 as we enter the fourth quarter. A great game from them so far. We're excited to see how we finish out here. Staples up 49-7. John, it's been a good time calling with you so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great game. It's our first broadcast together, our first broadcast.
Football
broadcast.
Football broadcast together. My first football broadcast ever. You'd think an executive coordinator would call one someday, but helping out the football team, I have prior obligations, but it's good to be in the booth. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, me too.
Want to give a quick shout out to another one of our listeners, Uncle Tim Horton of Special Teams Coach Tim Horton in St. Augustine, Florida. He's out there listening, another long-distance viewer for the WWPT broadcast. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this, stay tuned for after the game as, Rena takes the snap, hands it off to Hernandez, and he gets just a couple yards on the play there, maybe 2 or 3. It's 3rd and 7 now for the Bears. If you're listening right now, stay tuned for after, as the Wreckers, as STV, and WWPT are putting on a production of their own. It is a post-game show including interviews with Caleb Smith, Tyler Clark, Andrew Rossman, Michael Nealon, and Coach Matty himself. Talk to them for a little while and analyze the game. It's going to be something you want to tune into. If you're interested, go to the Staples TV or WWPT Instagram and click the link in bio. Reno drops back, scrambles out to his left as he is tackled in the backfield by Michael Nealon there. I mean, great game from him again. He's excited. He's having fun.
Sounds like me. I'm excited and having fun.
There you go.
Have a few less tackles than him, though, right now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. 42-7 still. 10:35 left in the game here in the fourth quarter. 4th down now. Punt unit is out for the Norwalk Bears as they get ready. High snap. Going to be nearly blocked, tipped by the Wreckers. It's going to be just where the first down was previously. It's going to be Wreckers taking over on the offense at the 40-yard line of the Bears going in.
I want to say I've seen more bad snaps than good snaps from this Norwalk Bears.
Beyond it just being something to do with Mason Arena here, there have been a poor performance of snaps that we've seen. Lobbed ones that have been taken a while to get to the quarterback, ones that have gone through the quarterback's legs, ones that have gone over the quarterback, maybe he has to jump forward. This is not a professional performance from this Norwalk team here. As Staples takes the field and it looks like we still have Caleb Smith out there, actually. The Wreckers ready to go. In the backfield, we have Armentano. As Dennett takes a snap, hands it off to Armentano. He gets through the line of scrimmage in for 5. Brady Dennett in his first appearance for the Staples Wreckers in this 49-7 game over Norwalk. Brady is the sophomore quarterback, was the freshman quarterback last year, and he's the main quarterback on the JV squad right now. So it's good to see him coming in, see what he can do. Caleb Smith with a great game so far, maybe not reaching his average of 300 yards per game, but nonetheless, something you want to see out of him. 8:55 left now and counting in the game.
Yeah, I mean, not his usual mark, but I think he did a good job for the offense.
3 rushing touchdowns and 4 passing touchdowns. As it is 2nd and 6 for the Wreckers now as they get ready to go. Jeremy Leaf, Shane Sandrews on his wide receivers as he hands it off to Armentano again down the middle. This one will go for a first down and more. Straight down the middle. Great blocking from the offensive line we've seen today. I mean,
flag down the field.
Looks
like Shane Sandrews got wrapped up with the defensive back over there after the play.
Most likely a holding call then against the Wreckers. Shane is going to get a penalty there. The Wreckers come back. It'll remain 2nd down most likely. We'll see though. The Wreckers will be spotted at the 39-yard line. 3rd and 12 now for the Wreckers. Noah Warbeck in there at tight end, as well as Jeremy Leaf, Charlie Iannone, and Shane Sandrew with Armentano in the backfield. 3rd and 12 now. 3rd and 13, excuse me. The Wreckers are looking for the play, looking at the sideline, ready to go. 7:20 left now in the fourth quarter. Time ticking and ticking and ticking and ticking. This game will be over before you know it. They're talking with the head coach now. The clock is still running, but the refs are speaking. Not sure what's going on, though. I'm not sure if they want the clock to run.
I'm not sure that the Wreckers mind.
I don't think they do. As the Wreckers get set now, 6:47 left in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 13. Brady Dennett in the backfield. In the shotgun formation, Armentano to his left. Waiting for the clock to run. 6:30 now left in the quarter. Dennett takes the snap. He's going to be handing it off to Armentano. Armentano bounces it outside, breaks a couple defenders. He has some room on the sideline. Getting it all the way. Great blocks from his teammates as it goes all the way for a first down. The Wreckers getting 15 or more on that play.
Yeah, I mean, good play from him. We've seen great play from this running back room for the Wreckers.
I mean, absolutely. Even before Fiala left the game for Norris to come in, he was still being productive. Maybe a couple carries for 8 yards apiece.
Yeah.
Preston Norris, another great running back. He's probably had 60 yards this game for some single-digit rushes. And there we go. Armentano also doing a great job here. I mean, this offensive line has been so strong. Before the offseason, we had a couple names out before the season started, including Grant Ziegler and Liam Ty. Grant has had a back injury. Liam tore his ACL for the 15th time. And as the Dennett gets set again, trips right. He's going to hand it off to Armentano once again. This time, Saul Lyles, the defensive lineman, is going to bring Armentano back down as it is a gain of just 1 on the play. But as I was saying, Liam Ty and Grant Ziegler were both huge losses for this Wreckers offense, most likely going to be starting on this team. I mean, we see the two juniors on the right side, Aiden Carnes and Dom Petrosinelli, that could be filled if they were healthy. But they're still coming to these games, still supporting the Wreckers, and it's great to see. Dennett now, once again, he has a doubles formation for the Wreckers. Waiting for the clock to tick. 4:40 now left in the game. Staples are on the 19-yard line. Brady takes a snap, hands it off to Armentano. He's going down, bounces out to the outside after he breaks a couple defenders. He might have room for a touchdown here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he does! He goes all the way outside, avoiding the clump of defenders in the center. That right there is Anthony Armentano's first varsity touchdown of the entire season. Great to see from him.
This is also the most points that Staples have scored in a game thus far.
Absolutely, by 14 after we see this extra point attempt here. 55-7 for the Wreckers. Great performance from him. And the Staples Wreckers are now officially better than the New Canaan Rams.
Last time I checked, the New Canaan Rams don't have Caleb Smith at quarterback.
Did you know that the New Canaan Rams don't have a single receiver with over 100 receiving yards?
I didn't know that.
And I think they have like 40 points a game. As McCall is waiting for the clock to tick. 3:30 now left in the quarter. McCall takes the snap. It's up and good as the Wreckers now take the lead 56-7. A 49-point lead for the Staples Wreckers as they close toward the end of this game. So beyond just the two that were out before the season started, 2 injuries occur right now of bigger players. Eddie Vandermeer, the right tackle for the Wreckers, great player, sophomore, was a beast on the freshman team. He actually came up for JV a couple times. But Vandermeer, he is out with a back injury. He doesn't want to let it linger. He's going to be taking it easy. Whether or not he'll play in West Hill next week, we'll see. And then defensive end Jack Whittle. When I say that he hurt his ankle doing the Gangnam Style at the homecoming dance, I am not lying to you. He legitimately got sidelined for 3 weeks dancing at homecoming.
That's commitment.
That is.
You know?
Well, yeah. There you go. As kicking team comes out once again. 2:30 left as the clock keeps ticking. Jack McCall ready to kick off. Wreckers satisfied with this win. I'd say a rough start in the first quarter, but since then, 49 points in the third. Great performances from them.
Jack McCall is as committed to squib kicking as Whittle is to the Gangnam Style.
I think so. I don't know who's more committed.
3 weeks for an ankle injury? That sounds pretty committed to me.
Do you think it's actually going to be a squib kick here, though? Like, what if he does an onside kick? As McCall kicks it. It's another squib kick to the left side. As Grant lets it go out of bounds, it's going to be the Wreckers, another flag on the field for kicking it out of bounds. As 1:30 now left in the game. Wreckers squad with great performances today all around the field. Sam Petrosino with an interception of his own. Tyler Clark with a whole bunch of yards. James Hillhouse with a touchdown. Caleb Smith, 4 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns. Shane Sandrews with 2 touchdowns of his own. Zach Roseme with a number of tackles, as well as Michael Nealon and Andrew Rossman. As well as some standout players, such as Davis Crandall. He got an interception, a fumble stripped, cost fumble, excuse me. As another snap over the head, we were just talking about it. Rena is all the way scrambling in the backfield as a number of players are behind him, and an interception thrown to Jack Stoller. Rena.
This is like that one play summarizes this entire game for me. That summarizes the Norwalk.
Snap goes over the Norwalk's head. Arena takes it all the way to the right side, jumping into the backfield. It is thrown to Stoller.
He picked it up, but I was like, oh, they're going to be fine.
Maybe we'll just get an incomplete pass.
He's going to throw it away. They're going to move on.
He's well outside the pocket. He doesn't have anything to worry about for intentional grounding. But, ladies and gentlemen, that will be your game as the Staples will let the clock run out. Staples with the victory, 56-7. An unfortunate injury earlier in the game to Sean Brown that kind of rocked the mood, I'd say, of the Norwalk squad for this whole game, and they weren't able to really ever recover back from it. Staples putting up 49 points since the injury. Norwalk 0 since the injury. And it's been a great game. John, I want to thank you for joining me today. We'll see what the Wreckers can do. Next week, they have West Hill, another home game before their 2 harder games of this stretch. I'd say it would be the Richfield and Greenwich before the end of the season. But next week, tune in to WWPT 90.3 FM for another broadcast of that. If you're still listening, please stay tuned and join the WWPT 90.3 FM and STV production after the game, when Staples will be putting on a show with a number of Wreckers players, including Tyler Clark, Caleb Smith, Andrew Rossman, and Michael Nealon. They're going to be coming on for an interview, and it will be so much fun to see. I want to sign off for now. Thank you all for listening once again. This has been Devin Jarvis and John Inglaze sending it back to Charlie Scott in the studio to close out the show.